This video is sponsored by Rangerstop and POP.
Hey guys, it's me, Karen Ashley. You know me as Aisha, the Yellow Power Ranger, and I'm joining my friend Carnell Holley to promote Rangerstop and POP, my show that I co-own with my really good friend Nakia Baris and Michael Bioni. Come and join us in Atlanta. It's the final Ranger Stop. We are going to kick it. We're going to have the best party ever, and we want you to be there June 13th through the 15th. It's morphin' time.
Hey fanboys, hey fangirls, Carnell Holley here. And we're at Rangerstop and POP 2025 for the final convention. And I am joined by Miss Amy Rolle. You may know her as
Trakeena. I'm the villain from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, daughter of Scorpius. Maybe you've heard of me.
Now, you mentioned like is this your first and last?
Well, it's my first Ranger stop here in Atlanta.
Okay.
I've done other conventions before, but never this one.
Gotcha.
Special to me.
Right. I mean, so when you were approached by this, how did that come about?
Well, I've done a lot of cons with Karen and Nikita in the past, so I heard this was the last one. I don't remember if a fan asked me. Every time these come up, certain ones, I start to get a lot of messages from fans. Are you going to be there? Whatever. So I was like, I can do this one. So let me just, and I said, yeah, made it happen.
Gotcha. So what were some of the expectations coming in?
Well, I knew it was going to be all Power Ranger oriented for the most part, but which I love because sometimes there's a lot going on at a convention, and certain ones, I've done Anime Con before in LA, that was actually my very first convention, courtesy of Serena Vincent. She's the one that told us about it and said, you guys should check it out. I had no idea that cons were even a thing. This is like literally in like 2010.
Okay.
So it's a long time ago. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that was my very first time. I think I showed up with just one headshot. I didn't know exactly what to expect. Had no idea that this world was, when I showed up at the convention center in LA and there's a line of people wrapped around, I was like, wait, what?
Right.
Like I didn't know that people did this. I thought they only did it for like Star Wars, Star Trek, but I didn't realize that it was like all the other things that are involved at cons. So I've learned a lot, and I actually really enjoy the opportunity to meet the fans and interact with them and stuff. So Ranger PMC in Los Angeles has been like the one that I've consistently done from the beginning. And a lot of these people here I have come to know just the cons. I'm talking about the guests, the other guests from different series, different years, like our paths crossed at these type of things. So it's a little mini reunion when you get to do one, which I love. And then from doing them over the years, I've got to know some of the different handlers and some of the different promoters and different people from different kind of like all the different areas that come together to make these things work. Right. So I enjoy seeing them too.
So cogs and wheel. I mean, it's a well-oiled machine. Now, as far as the most memories since your first experience to even now, like what's been the most memorable experience that you've had in a convention?
I would definitely. It's hard, but I'd probably say PMC just because it's, the most, I don't want to say only because this reminds me a lot of music, actually. And, I know there are other ones that are similar that are just Ranger that I haven't been to yet.
It's true.
So I don't want to discount those at all. But yeah, just the number of fans that you get to see and the number of people that are there for exhibits and the number of people that are there. But I mean, over the years, like I absolutely, I've made a little collection of friends that are artists or people that are doing exhibit. There was a guy doing a laser printed Trakeena doll that I did at Rangerstop in Philly like 2 years ago. So, I mean, that's a big deal to me because that's, as far as I know, the only one, you know what I mean? Right. So that has a little special place in my heart. So different things for different ones, but, there's been a lot of the PMC memories for me. So, those are always good times.
Nice. So, as I know you mentioned the 3D printed set. Do you have any memorabilia like action figures or anything like that in your collection? Of yourself?
Of myself. Well, there hasn't been a mass-produced toy of me, or figure, I will say. So I had a fan. This was a PMC interaction. a long time ago, like early in the PMC years. And he came because he was a young guy. He wanted to be a toy maker,
Okay.
a designer. And he had taken like another action figure, probably a Power Ranger or something, and he had kind of changed it into a Trakeena one. But I mean, it was more than just like a paint job. It was like a lot. He did a lot, and it was so impressive. He gave it to me as a gift, and then he had made himself one with a taller, maybe like a Barbie doll or something. Yeah, like a taller one, but also had converted it from like a regular toy that he probably purchased and then made it into a Trakeena one. And he'd done a fantastic job. So I hope he is now, employed by Hasbro or some big toy maker somewhere. But that was gifted to me, so that's special. And then the one that was the 3D printed one, that was also very cool. But there's been, I mean, over the years, like I was just talking to someone that I did a con in. It's probably been like, I don't know, 8 years ago in San Antonio.
Okay.
And there was a guy there, and he was painting just like characters. I don't know, maybe if it was like on commission or something, like pick your favorite or something. But he did the ones of us that appeared in a big.
That was the guest for that con.
Yeah, it was a smaller con. I think there was maybe like 5 of us there, but we were all in the picture. So that's super cool. And, he did it on the spot, like he was creating art right before your eyes. And so, that's super cool. Yeah, that's super cool to have something like that now years later. And seen like really cool like posters that are specific for a con with the characters or with the people that are shown at the guests incorporated into the poster, things like that. So that I had one like that from XCon, I believe, many years ago.
Where was that now?
XCon was in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
I was like,
sweet.
South Carolina. Yeah. So that was a good one. And I don't know who came up with that, if that was the creators of the con or who it was, but it was really epic artwork. And I've only seen it, at that con. So yeah, those little kind of like custom things.
Right, personal.
It wasn't for me. It was for the con. They were for sale there, but it had my character and it had incorporated into like, I was kind of like, it was a big picture in the background and then all the Rangers that were there from different seasons, running away, like trying to escape me. But I was kind of big in the background, like a sunset.
Right.
So that's cool. And, just to have that combination of people and stuff like that together. Nice. And then I don't know if you're familiar with a couple of my villain friends and I have gotten together and done the Real Evil Housewives of Angel Grove, a little online series.
Barbara, okay.
No, not with Barbara.
Okay.
With Hillary and with Carla and with Sin Wong.
And how can people, if they haven't watched it?
It's on our Instagrams.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just an Instagram, like little installments. I think there's like 4 or 5 episodes, but we tell a little story and
that's hot.
We did it last year. I was in LA for a couple of weeks and we made the time. I'm the only one that doesn't live in LA from the group. And we all made time to get together and we've been talking about it for a while and shoot it. So that's something that's really, it was born from Power Rangers. So, and born from conventions. Like Hillary actually is the mind behind that. That was her brainchild. And she told me many years ago that she wanted to do it and just to, keep it my little secret with her, which we did for many, many years. And then she finally pulled the trigger and made it happen, which I loved it. And gotten good feedback from the fans. Fans like it. So yeah, if you guys want to see that, you can look on any Carla, Hillary, mine, or Sin's Instagrams and see.
And it's called? It's
episodic Real Evil Housewives of Angel Grove, also known as Rehag. Because we're all bad guys, so we all we're all hags.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Now your character. Now, like those that may not know. Now, how did that all come about?
Well, originally, it was just an audition, and I lived in LA and I was auditioning at the time for commercials, TV shows, whatever, and mostly commercials back then. I've done a little bit of TV stuff, but just like guest appearances on different shows. And this was on my list of auditions for the day or whatever. So I did it, almost didn't do it because of where, not because of anything personal, but just because of where geographically the audition was in relation to all the other auditions I've done that day.
Cali is pretty big.
It's far, it's Magic Mountain exit off the freeway. It's really far up there. So, I mean, it's like an hour away from everything else. That's the only thing up there. The other things like, you might have 2 or 3 there in the same general location or area. This was way out. So I was like, at the end of the day, do I want to go? Do I not want to go? So I went, and then I thought that was a huge waste of time. I don't know why I did that. I should have just gone home an hour ago. But I ended up getting a call back. Shock,
Right.
So I got a call back and went back and read again for the producers. And I think that might have been it before I got an offer
Okay.
from them. But originally, my character was just supposed to be recurring. I was just going to be, I don't know, like maybe one time a week. I don't know. Like, I didn't think I was going to be in all the episodes. It was just
Right.
going to be like kind of here and there. And I was fine with that. And I was just like, okay, cool. And then once my dad on the show, Scorpius, he was an animatronic puppet, and he was super cool, especially at that time. But he took a lot of manpower to operate him.
Mm.
So if he were here, there would be like 8 guys behind the sign
Okay.
doing the manual labor too. Yeah, like making his eyes open and shut, his lungs work, his breath would, you could see him breathing, and then his hands and his mouth. It was a lot. So when they moved him to the second location, like the second time for an episode, they were like, we're done. We're killing this guy off, because it was a lot more effort than they thought to transport the puppy.
Right.
So they did away with him, I think, in that episode. And then after that, he was all flashbacks. He still was there, but it wasn't like, it was like the memory of.
Right.
So he was in future episodes, but it was more like, just like flashbacks and stuff. But yeah, he didn't leave set again. He didn't leave the sound stages, that's where we shot up in Valencia. So at that time,
Nice.
yeah, so that's a long time ago. So anyway, that he stayed up there, but after that, it was much easier for me to bring myself, nobody, just one person.
Right. I mean, production trying to make
Yeah,
everything a lot
yeah.
smoother. So when that change shifted and you became more of a prominent character, like
Yeah.
how did you more or less, I guess, approach the new situation?
Well, I mean, I was glad. They just kind of said, like, this is what we're planning to do or whatever. And I was like, it's when you, as an actor, or honestly, probably anybody that does freelance work at all, like whenever you work, you just say yes to everything,
Pretty much.
just to make sure that you're constantly, and then you can end up, it's like feast or famine. So you can end up like with too much on your plate, or you can end up like, you don't want those dry times in between. So you just say yes. And so when they said, oh, we're going to expand your character to being like the main villain,
Right.
I was just like, good, so, and it was, but they have a really, I don't know if other people ever talk about this, but they have a really strenuous shooting schedule at Power Rangers. I mean, you're
So I've heard.
days a week,
Right.
and you shoot a very long season. It's like 10 months straight. So,
Right,
I
get
mean,
it all out.
I don't know any other show
Right.
besides, well, now they're kind of gone away, but like soap operas are about the only other thing with as much consistent, like day in, day out, year round, that I've personally had any experience with. So I could be wrong on that, but that's been the only thing. And I wasn't a regular on a soap opera, but their shooting schedule is separate.
Right. Okay.
Everything else is a little more like beginning and end, like with that, less than 10 months,
Right.
or less than 5 days a week, or less than 12 hours a day, but not Power Rangers. Not in my experience anyway. So, and more than that, when you talk about my makeup and stuff, it was like 2.5 hours each time.
Right. With her, right.
I don't know if they even do it that way anymore. I think it's easier just to be like,
The CGI.
put this hood on with little eye holes cut out for the,
Right.
like maybe that's, I don't know, but my character makeup, I say hair and makeup because there was no hair, but to wear this thing to get my hair under it, it's like, it was a lot. And yeah, it took 2.5 hours every day. So I was leaving my house about 2:30 a.m. to get to Valencia, an hour away, 2.5 hours of hair and makeup before we started working.
It's like a 14-hour.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Right.
It's a lot.
Right.
So being a bad guy was super easy during that time because I was fighting for my life. Yeah, just to stay normal.
No, as far as your Trakeena, like what, in your opinion, makes her stand out amongst all the other villains?
I don't know. I hear a lot about, oh, I based my character on this, or I did this, or I did that. I mean, I really was just trying to freestyle it, come up with my own thing. I'd never watched Power Rangers before. I auditioned. I'd heard about it. I kind of knew the gist of it, but I had nothing like as far as like concrete to think about. So I don't know what makes me different than other ones. I have no idea. I mean, like I don't know if the other ones have like a little like a heart at all, but I feel like Trakeena does. There's it only came out a few times because she was also ruthless, but I felt like, I mean, losing a parent. I mean, even though she's a bad guy, she lost a parent, and that really, you know,
Drove
imagine.
her over the edge.
Well, it drove me over the edge, but it was for a moment. It's like it's real. You're losing someone that you care about is dying. So that's what I felt like for that moment there was like a real evidence was shown that she had a heart. I mean, there's other things to prove that maybe she didn't, because she was pretty ruthless like the rest of the time. But there's a couple of moments, and that one comes to mind. So I don't know if the other villains have those, moments where they get like something that's kind of real and have a soft spot in the middle. But and also I don't know if you know the story. Like I had another general like train me in my
Right.
story arc. Villamax was his name,
'Cause I'm
and so I also had a heart for Villamax too. There was like a little
love interest.
well, kind of, I guess, but I mean, I don't want to spoil anything.
Right.
Yeah,
Trying to recap on.
but I killed him ultimately. So
Such a bad.
if you want to call it a love interest, I think that's a common thing for Power Ranger villains too, though. I've heard. I've found out at panels.
It's like, you're my heart. I gotta cut this out. You're my
Yeah.
weakness. No, no. Like, with the physicality, I know what went into the prosthetics and everything, but were the background as far as doing any of your stunt work. How was that about?
Now, that was challenging. I mean, I have zero background in any type of martial arts or things like that, or even fighting. But I will say this: the Alpha Stunts team are top notch, and you're with them. They're literally your training wheels, and so they're not intimidated. If you're like, I don't know anything, they're like, Psh,
Gotcha.
do this, and then they literally show you. It's like choreography.
Right.
So they show you exactly what to do, and they will work with you until you get it right for the upcoming scene.
Okay.
So yes, there was a stunt double. I had a stunt double, but she did do things for me sometimes. She did a couple of things for me because I didn't want to do them because I was scared.
Right.
One was hanging off that cliff when I fought with Melody, Carone.
Okay.
When I fought with her, we had a sword fight, and this is happening at the location is called Vasquez Rocks. It's a very famous location in LA. It's been in a million commercials, unrelated to Power Rangers. See it all the time. But we shot up there frequently back in the day, and there was a scene where they wanted me to hang from the cliff by like one hand, and
Okay.
I'm like, no. I mean, this is a cliff that's, I'm no exaggeration, it's probably 50 feet in the air or 100. I mean, it's super. I wish I knew. That's something that we can actually look up nowadays, so we can find out how high the cliff is. But this is not a little cliff. Like, I don't have a problem with heights and stuff like that, but this was frightening. And so I declined.
Not comfortable with
I
it.
declined, and there was a harness. I will say that, but I still, with the harness, didn't like the idea.
Gotcha.
And my double stood in for me on that. So I don't even know if the face even showed. It might have been from behind or something. I have no idea how they actually blocked it out and did it or whatever. And then there was another scene with some pyrotechnics. And I mean, they have the fire marshal is there, and they have, fire trucks all around just in case something goes terribly wrong. But it was actually the way my costume was. There was armor that like kind of almost looked like a bra, and they wanted to place one of the explosives inside the bra.
Okay.
And like the armor, and it was supposed to shoot that way. I know, but I was too scared to do that. I was too scared. I thought, well, what if I do something, not them, and it doesn't go the way it's supposed to go? What if I don't move myself the right way? So I declined that too, and she did that as well.
Nice.
And that's for like a
like
a sport fight. There's like a big
Right.
and it's an amazing effect, and I love it, and I have a great appreciation for it, but because of where the placement was and stuff. So Double did a few things for me, but I'm happy to say that I did a lot on the training episode. I did all of my own training,
Nice.
with exception of the one-handed push-up. She did that part. She did the one-handed push-up, but other than that, I did everything. So I'm happy about that. And sometimes I look back and I'm like, wow, I was more limber than I thought, or whatever. Like I surprised myself. But they have you there for those reasons. They have the stunt double there. Like they asked me, do you want to do this running sequence? It's like running, like
Right.
I'm just there's like sprinting, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, but I guess it would have been if I wanted to decline, I couldn't.
Yeah, just sounds okay.
So yeah, the stunt double will do it. They shoot from a certain angle, and maybe no one ever knows, But I had no problem doing all the other ones. So it was just, and the fire thing. I don't even think that was the same episode. That was a different one.
Oh, with the fire.
Yeah, those weren't all
Okay,
the same
right,
episode.
right.
Those were from different episodes. So it wasn't like, oh, that whole episode. I'm like, I'm not doing that, not doing that. No, these were over the course of the whole season.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so those things. But yeah, having a stunt double is,
very big.
yeah, it's handy, especially with choreography, or not choreography, with martial arts, too, because she actually was good at all that stuff.
What was the name of your stunt double?
Her name was Eileen. I don't remember her last name. Her name was Eileen.
Okay.
Maybe she was a stunt double for other people on the show. I'm not sure.
Nice.
But we were very, like, she was tiny in real life. Like, I'm 5'9", and she was like 5'1".
So the camera tech trick there.
Oh yeah, I don't know how they do that. So, but they're good at it because they do it a lot.
With your skill set with the training, did that carry over to any other projects?
No, you know what? It's funny. I did not anything with martial arts, but I tend to be cast as a villain.
Interesting.
I don't know why. Maybe it's my eyebrows. I'm not sure. But I did do a Roger Corman series after Power Rangers called Black Scorpion. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's a cult following too.
Right,
Roger Corman does a lot of stuff
I
like that.
think I saw that at Blockbuster.
Well, I did that. So
Okay.
the main Black Scorpion's the main. She's like a vigilante that's like Superman. Like she's a regular person during the
Right.
day, and then she changes into Black Scorpion to
Right.
avenge, whatever wrong in the world or the city they live in, whatever. But there was the main villain in that episode. Her name was Mindbender, and she was an actress that had quite a history. Her name was Lana Clarkson. She had quite a history with Roger Corman and doing other films. She was amazing.
Okay.
And there was another girl and I were her too, so she had it was kind of a technology. She was Mindbender, like she was like a computer genius or something. And Von
direction. Okay.
And then so then the other girl and I that were her kind of like sidekick, we had to have these masks made for us, and then to get the mask made, we had to do a mold. And they ask you, "Are you claustrophobic?" No, I'm not. They're like, "We're going to completely encase your head in a mold and make it, and then we'll make the mask fit you perfect, custom." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I'm like, and fine with it or whatever, because I'd already done that for Power Rangers to make this. So I don't need, so that carried over. That's one of the only things though. And also, when I was doing the making of this, they had to do that for my head one day, which is like a full day thing. And then another day for my body to make the rest of the green suit, green suit. Yeah.
Okay.
So that carried over. And when I told them, I've done this before, they're like, what? I'm like, yeah. So a little unexpected, but the fact that I'd done it before, they were like, okay, cool. So we don't have to tell you what to expect. Yeah.
Right. Just like you're good.
You're good. Yeah.
You got the experience.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to keep you. This is day 2. Day 1. Well, day 0. We did the trivia, but as far as this being your first and last of Rangerstop and POP, like what's your schedule? What are you expecting this week?
Okay. Well, tomorrow I know I have pro photos every day, so some are as Trakeena in costume, and some are just as me. So I don't know, I did a group photo earlier today with all villains, which is really cool. Nice. And I want to get one of those. And I saw a lot of people literally as they're coming and going, but didn't have a chance to talk to them. They're people that, like I was saying, other guests that I generally only see at these kind of things. So I want to have a chance to talk to them and, connect and stuff. So hopefully tonight I'll see some of them at dinner. And if not tonight, tomorrow night. Yeah. And I do want to see a little bit of Atlanta because I've never been to Atlanta.
It's a beautiful city. I mean, the Southern hospitality, you'll enjoy yourself.
Yeah. I want to get out of this building and see a little bit of Atlanta too. So that's my two main things.
Nice. As far as future fans, current fans, you have anything coming down the pipe that you can?
No, I don't do anything. I do wedding for makeup, makeup for weddings nowadays. So nothing that fans are going to see.
Okay.
But yeah, you can follow along on my Instagram and
Okay.
maybe more rehab stuff. I don't know. There might be other
I
rehab.
gotta see that.
So
I gotta see this. New.
it's funny. It's funny. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. And I have to give Hillary credit for the script that we shot too. She not only created, but she also wrote the script, and it was perfect. So hopefully we'll get to do more episodes of that. So that's something that you could follow along too. But it's all on my Instagram.
And that would be
It's at Trakeena PRLG, like Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
nice.
Easy to remember. Yeah, Trakeena was already taken when I joined Instagram.
Interesting. Oh, big fans. Big fans.
I guess so. I had to add the PRLG on the end, but yeah, it works.
Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, well, you heard it here. I'm Carnell Holley, and this is Amy Rolle.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem.
Okay, fanboys and fangirls, upon editing this video, in case you haven't seen the news, Super X has just dropped their latest Power Rangers performance wear. They have the performance pullover hoodies and joggers, V2s, now in. And I preference this. If you haven't purchased from them before, they are limited runs. So when they're out, they're out. Now get yours, and don't forget to use promo code Carnell on your purchase to save and to help out the channel. But for more coverage of Rangerstop and Pop, check out these videos, and I'll see you later.